Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Well, after the absolute smash hit that Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero has been for Bandai Namco, it looks like the company knows that they've got some issues and some troubled headwinds coming for them in the future, and they have done a bunch of massive layoffs, a bunch of massive cuts going on inside of the company, including, of course, canceling their One Piece game that they had coming, as well as another Naruto game on top of everything going on out there. There's even reports that they are shoving employees into offices with absolutely nothing to do, hoping that they will go ahead and resign on their own before they actually have to fire them or lay them off, because, well, guess what? They don't have any work for them right now. They're doing massive cuts. Massive things are getting removed. A lot of people are probably going to be losing their jobs from the company, and it all might come down to a future game that they know that's got some sweet baby ink ties that's going to flop. But that'll be mostly getting broken down in another video, ladies and gentlemen. But today we have to talk about this because this is huge. This is massive. This is almost $150 million that they are just washing, literally flushing down the toilet over there at Bandai Namco, and it is a wild thing to check out. So we're going to check out this article from ThatParkPlace.com, giving you all the juicy details and see exactly what we've got going on right here. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing. We have just crossed 500 and are officially monetized over here on the gaming channel, and we are on our way to 600, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below. Do you think this is a good thing for Bandai Namco? Do you think this restructuring will end up making it to where they can continue to provide us good quality games going forward? Or are you going to be sad to see some of these projects go to the way of the dodo and never end up hitting the fruition of the light out there? Let us know what you think about all that in the comment section down below. Also, check out the link in the description if you'd like to help support the channel. All right, from ThatParkPlace.com and our dear sweet John F. Trent report: Bandai Namco to cut staff and axe multiple games based off Naruto and One Piece amid $144 million write-off. Oh no, boys and girls. And honestly, this probably isn't too surprising. We've seen the entire video game industry out there start to constrict because, well, a lot of these AAA studios out there have put one flop out after another, and guess what? At some point, you eventually run out of other people's monies, and people will lose jobs over this of producing absolute flops. At the end of the day, 2 plus 2 still equals 4, and these dogs are not hunting. Bandai Namco is reportedly axing multiple games, including those featuring characters from Naruto and One Piece, amid a $145 million write-off across its company. Bloomberg's Takashi Mojaki, sorry about your name, reported that these cuts are primarily hitting the company's mobile game development. Hey, you know what? That part doesn't really bug me all that much. I've got friends out in the chat, they're video game developers, they hate producing mobile games, and honestly, a lot of us real gamers out there would much prefer Bandai Namco to concentrate on good quality hits like Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero and the Elden Ring DLC for the Erd Tree as well, instead of concentrating on a bunch of mobile games, and apparently they agree. Bloomberg's Takashi Mizoko reported these cuts are primarily hitting the company's mobile game development. Smartphone and online games have borne the brunt of cooled sentiment, forcing Bandai Namco to overhaul its game title lineup, resulting in $141 million in write-downs in 3 quarters to December. So they're literally just been like, you know what, scrap it. We're just going to take it as a tax write-off. We're just going to call it as a loss and move on with our lives. This stuff is not worth trying to save. It will cost us more money trying to save it than it will be worth actually going forward with. He noted that the company either decided to either cancel or pause development of several games. Yeah, pause, meaning they'll probably never come back to it, including ones that feature characters from animes Naruto and One Piece. And you'd think, if anything, you were going to go forward with it. The One Piece, especially with such a success hit that it is with its 20 years of history, plus how much of a smash hit that the live action has been for Netflix out there. I mean, seriously, like that, you'd think that one would be a hit, but apparently they're like, nah, the numbers just don't make sense for us. As well as a project commissioned by the Nintendo company. Wonder what that could have been. With games being cut, so are employees. Mozaki added, video game publisher Bandai Namco Holdings Incorporated is cutting its workforce after canceling several titles due to lackluster demand, according to people familiar with the matter. And hey, guess what? They saw the writing on the wall. They saw the tea leaves that were coming, and they were like, yeah, no, these dogs aren't going to hunt. We're not going to bother continuing to waste money on it. And that is smart business. A Bandai Namco spokesman explained, our decision to discontinue games are based on a comprehensive assessment of the situation. Some employees may need to wait a certain amount of time before they are assigned their next project. I wonder if that leads credence to all of those people being stuck in a room with nothing to do, hoping they will quit. But we do move forward with assignments as new projects emerge. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of these employees are going to sit there twiddling their thumbs until something comes around. And honestly, as somebody who likes to work and somebody who likes to do all that kind of stuff and grind and do that kind of stuff, that would be absolutely maddening. But I guess if you're going to pay me to sit there and play on my phone, sure, why not? Furthermore, he specifically addressed allegations that the companies were placing employees who were working on projects that are being canceled into expulsion rooms, where they are stationed without any work and hope that the employees will resign. Mozaki shared that the source informed him that 200 employees had been moved into these rooms and nearly 100 have resigned. Well, looks like it's working. The spokesman said, though, there is no organization like an Odishabeya at Bandai Namco Studios designed to pressure people to leave voluntarily. Well, it might not be designed like that, but if it still ends up working out that way, isn't it the same thing? Don't you love corporate speak? Bandai Namco shut down its mobile game Tales of the Rays over the summer and its MMO Blue Protocol in January. The company has a number of wildly successful mobile games, including Dragon Ball Legends, Go check out those. The company also found success with its recent published releases such as Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero and Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. However, it looks like it has a massive flop upcoming with Unknown 9 Awakening, which that is a video we're going to talk about later because that is a Sweet Baby Inc. infested game out there, and Bandai Namco probably knows it's going to be a flop, which might be why they're trying to cut some of their losses as they can right now. So I think this is fascinating. I think this is interesting. I honestly think this is probably a good move for the company, especially after successes like they had with Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. I mean, that game has sold insane amounts of numbers already. It had insane numbers on Steam just in the pre-release before even the full release came out to the general audiences out there. The people didn't prepay for all the little extras and all that kind of stuff. So I honestly think this is a good move for Bandai Namco. I would love to watch them concentrate on more games like the DLC for the Erdtree or Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, because those things are absolute successes. Mobile games are great. Mobile games are fun. You know, they're great little ways to pass times while you're going to the bathroom or while you're bored in a line for something like that. But other than that, at the end of the day, if they know they're not successful, this is just a smart business. I'm sorry for the people that are going to lose their jobs, but at the end of the day, that is the way things go. And concerning the fact that Bandai Namco already knows that they're going to have a flop hit on Unknown 9 Awakening, it's best to cut your losses and save the money where you can, because at the end of the day, you make the customers happy and will make you rich, and you will get what you deserve.